showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium, home field of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kernstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Sun Devils will kick this away to start us off. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Adjustment snap for this defense. He keeps it on a design run. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Breaks an open space. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
That's an important first down on that running play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off here.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Caught inside the red zone and still winning. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 over the score. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The shotgun running play call. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Here's the option play. They'll toss it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down after a big gain, the 1st down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And the Sun Devils have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Moves out of the pocket. The ball is loose in the backfield. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You could almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Verrier. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the 1st down, comes up short.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. It's a run. Running back's got it. They make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
1st and goal. A great chance to answer that opening touchdown. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Looking to chuck it again. Bringing pressure. Swarm with the pass rush. A sack.
Now that is stepping up by this defense of coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall. They get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal. And that's a win for the defense.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Sun Devils. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down here for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
On 2nd and inches, they've got 3 receivers bunched out to the left. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Sanders. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket. That
completion makes it 2nd and medium. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, he fought hard there. Broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kurt. Let's check out the stats. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. With sure hands, it's Pedrino. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. We're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. That one's off target, and the game will remain tied.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head for a kicker.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the grab. It's Sanders.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Boy, 3rd down, you know you're going to get a lot of pressure from this defense. Quarterback's protected, does a great job of putting that ball where his receiver can make a play on it. What I love is what this guy does after the catch to picking up huge yards to set up now a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Grant behind the line. It's Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. That'll be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only did they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Breaks into the clear.
Return brings it out to the 40. And the South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
Off the 57-yard field goal miss, the offense sets up around the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down. He bought some time, now lets it go. And that pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return. Tackle at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Looking for some space. It's Verrier. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And here's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught near the sticks. It's Padrino.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
The Sun Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Now they call a run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense in a split backfield now. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Look out, room to run here. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, 1st down at the 38.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught by the receiver. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Here comes 4th down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Putting toward the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Arizona State. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Using his legs here. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Now here's the toss play. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
They come up now 2nd and 16, a real challenge after losing 6 on that run. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's caught. Man, what a catch. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Puts him up 5. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. It's a scrape kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They stop him at the 42, but that's a good job by the return team. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Makes a quick grab, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. On second and inches, will they be aggressive here? Three receivers bunched to the right. They look to throw it here on second down. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown, ASU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Looking to scramble. It's another deep shot. And he throws his third interception of the day. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown!
Of all the skill players on the field, I think this guy might be as gifted as anybody. What a great demonstration of instincts and just raw speed. Once he got into the open field, nobody was going to catch him.
And they'll set up with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 45. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead...
It's a fumble! Ball scooped up by the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Oh, he's looking to throw. So from the 18-yard line, it's 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. Carolina offense is back out on the field. Last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally tackled down at the 19, and just like that, the offense is moved into the red zone.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. He'll hand it off. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That's how you finish a play. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll use the ground game here. Got the first down and still motoring. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass caught. Second down now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Quick completion to the tight end. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. It's been a rough game for this offensive line, allowing 4 sacks and now flagged on the holding call. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. Testing the right side here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense going on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field, so let's check this out. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Drop Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch made on the right side. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down down in the red area? Beautiful play.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. End zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. Brings up second down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Oh, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a man deep on the right side. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. It's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
It's third down for the offense. Looking for a man. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's in the clear. The 10. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Second down and goal. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he runs it in for the 2-point conversion, but wait a second. There's a penalty marker down. You got to check this out. It's been a rough game for this offensive line, allowing 4 sacks and now flagged on the holding call. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Sanders. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Gamecocks pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the third quarter of play. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Extending the play now. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
Well, they go with the pitch here on the option on 3rd down. Good call, but this defense is not fooled at all. Good job of recognizing this and being able to blow that up to now force a 4th down.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And it's a direct snap. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
And the Sun Devils will line up to kick it away. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And he takes it at the 40. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Larson. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. The Gamecocks will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And a decent gain there where the defense brings him down. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Larson. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
So that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the fourth quarter. Third and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they're trying to punch it in here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, this defense just keeps coming up with plays. That's a third stop in a row here inside the 10-yard line to get us to fourth and goal. You look at that scoreboard, you need points on the board. I don't think a field goal is going to help you at this point in the game. You got to put a touchdown up on the board, call your best play, and go out and execute.
He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He's got room to run. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, ASU. They continue to roll up the score.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. He escapes the pocket. The sure hands. It's Morrison. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. The Gamecocks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
It's a deep shot to the right. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down. We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit. So here we go now. Third and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Can he get there on the ground? He made the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21. The Gamecocks with first and 10 here.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive. You can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Bringing pressure. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. And the Gamecocks looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Back in motion now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, South Carolina. And 6 more points to the total.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the move now. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They're going to run the option. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive now for the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver grabs it.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On third down, it's a handoff. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Gamecocks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. We're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And the Gamecocks will have 1st and 10 here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass caught near the sideline, but he'll lose yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
10.